Hi, welcome to the farm. Today is our older son's birthday, and so his favorite thing for me to fix for him is salmon patties. So I use the double Q salmon, and so I just thought I'd do a little video and show you how we make these salmon patties. Of course, when I make it for the family, I make about 10 cans worth of salmon patties because we all love it. And in order to have enough for the meal and have enough for everybody to have some to take home later, because it's great left over, it takes a lot. And so this is a process. I'm going to give you the recipe for a smaller amount because you probably won't need to make this much, but just to show you how we make it, the first thing that I do, and I've already done part of this, is I'll take the can of salmon and I'll drain off the liquid, and I'll clean out. Here's where I've cleaned out all the bones and the skin from the salmon. Of course, if there's a little bit of bone left, it won't bother you. A lot of people like those bones, and actually they're supposed to be very healthy for you. And I just don't like the texture of it, you know, when you bite into it. So I clean all of that out, and it takes a while, and you can't get it all, but I just get, you know, the best that I can get, clean it out. Of course, my hands are clean. I've washed them strenuously this morning, so they're good and clean. But I'll take this, and the recipe for a normal amount would be for 2 cans of salmon, 1 egg per 2 cans of salmon. I generally use cracker meal, but I don't have any of that, so I'm using breadcrumbs, and I make my own breadcrumbs. I save the heels of bread and then dehydrate it and crush it up, and so I'll have my own breadcrumbs. Take that, just a couple of tablespoons of flour and some of the liquid that I've poured off of the salmon, and a little bit of milk just to get it a good patty consistency. And then I'll roll it in cornflake crumbs and fry it. Now, my mother-in-law, that's the way she always made it, and that's the way the boys love it better. My mother used to mix it up and roll it in flour and fry it and make gravy with it. Oh man, I love that gravy with it. But anyway, I'm going to mix this up the way that the boys like it the best and the grandsons like it the best. And so it's going to take a while to put all that mixture in here and mix all this up, but I'll come back and record some more once I get it all mixed up, because it's kind of boring to watch just to pour it in, and I'll be mixing it up with my hands. So I'll come back and show that in a minute. Well, on second thought, I thought I would show part of it. So right now I'm going to put about 5 eggs in this, and I save my eggshells, and I'll crush those up and put them in the garden. So 3, 4, 5. All right, probably should have got a bigger bowl. Anyway, I just scramble those up, stir them up just a little bit. Then I'll add the cracker meal, or in this case the breadcrumbs. Now this will depend on how much of this you put in. It will depend on how much salmon that you're using. Like I said, you just want to get it to where it's just a good patty amount so that it holds together. Forgot to get my flour. I'll have to get it in a minute. I usually just put the dry ingredients in first with the eggs, and then I'll come back and add the liquid to make it stick together. Okay, now got to wash my hands and go get the flour. I'm going to stop the video with this and then come back when I'm ready to make the patties. Okay, I'm back. I've got the salmon all mixed up. I've got my cornflake crumbs ready. You may hear the skillet sizzling. I put a little drop of water in it to see if it was hot. We'll just take the let me get one in there. All right. Just take the salmon, make it into patty shape, roll it in the cornflake crumbs. Put it in the hot oil. And this 10 cans of salmon, I usually figure I get about 7 patties per can. And so, well, that'll be 70 patties. But it'll take that for everybody to have plenty to take home with them. So I'll just let this brown. Of course, this salmon actually is safe to eat like as it comes from the can. So all it has to do is just brown here in this patty form, and enough, of course, to cook the egg that was in it. So I've got a skillet here going to this. I've got a pan here that I'll put them out in whenever they get finished. And so once I finish, then I'll just show you a picture of the finished product. So for the next hour or so, I'll be frying salmon patties. Well, I thought I'd come back and show you progress. I'm not finished by any stretch of the imagination, and actually they may be showing up for dinner before as I'm just finishing, so I may not have time to video them, but I'll show you. I've got, this is probably the second or third skillet, probably about the third skillet I've got on. My husband's already been digging into them, so that's why it's hard to tell. You can see here what they look like. Little patties, sometimes I get them a little bit crispy than others, but put them on a paper towel, and then I'll stack these up and continue to put them on a paper towel. But one thing that I do is when I make the patty and put it in the skillet, when I turn it the first time, then I'll mash it down just a little bit in order to make it a little flatter, yes, but to help it to cook quicker. Well, I like it. I don't like it moist, too moist on the inside. I guess it's hard to say whether it's too moist or not moist enough. But like I said earlier, it's safe to eat. There would be nothing wrong with eating it, even except for the eggs. So I'll continue these. This one right here, I believe. Yeah, that one's done enough on both sides. One thing I did want to show at this point was with the cornflake crumbs. As you can see, the cornflake crumbs begin to gather as they fall off of it, and it makes kind of a, I don't know, just it gathers up. And so after about every third skillet full, I'll get this out of it so that it doesn't burn, and then just add more oil as needed. So this was just a quick video. I really didn't intend on making a video of this morning until I was already into it. That's why I'm a little bit scattered and having all my things that I need out and thought out exactly what to say. But you have the basic recipe. It's very simple to make. It takes a long time the way I do it because I always have to make so much of it. But it's a great meal. It's a great quick meal. Open a can, fix it up. You can have a supper in just a little while. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions about it, feel free to email me or comment below on the video. Please like it and share it and subscribe to our channel. Ring the little bell so that you get the notifications when a new video comes up. I don't inundate you with videos. You don't get a video every day. You may not even get one once a week. But when I have time to put one together here on the farm or for my Bible study videos, they will come up occasionally. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great and blessed day. Amen.